I know that sometimes life will not always give you the best you deserve. And I know that sometimes you ask yourself, why am I going through all these challenges? Why am I going through all these trying times? Why are all my life surrounded by problems all around from every corner? But hey, I have a message for you. Do you actually know that God lifts men through problems and crises? And sometimes the lifting moments of your life may be seen to be preceded with crisis. A story is told of a man called David, a young guy who was the last of his father's children. And at the time when he was supposed to enjoy, the Bible makes record that this man was sent into the wilderness to cater for the flock of his father. And the Bible records that while he was doing all these things, there were trying moments he encountered, said that he ought to fight battles to secure his father's flock from wild animals. And all this while, David was questioning himself that why have I been separated from my folks? Why have I been neglected? Why have I been sidelined from the inheritance of my father? And as a young guy, I have been kept in wilderness. And I know that somebody under the sound of my voice, you have come to the place of obscurity where it looks like everything has isolated itself from you. But hear me. The Bible says that while David was in the wilderness and he was taking care of his father's sheep and he was fighting battle against wild animals, he was being prepared for an assignment and a greater height that was ahead of him. What do I want to tell you today? I want to tell you that the problems you are going through, the challenges you are facing, are the seeds of preparation that God is investing in your life to prepare you for the next phase of your destiny. Therefore, whenever crisis, whenever problems, whenever challenging times come in your life, I want you to see the challenges as an opportunity to build yourself. I want you to see the problems as a means to ascend to greatness, because every man is built through problems. How much challenges come your life and how much you are able to transcend and to prevail over them, this will determine how far you will go in life. And I have seen that life is all about problem solving, and therefore the magnitude of problems you solve in this life will determine how far your reward will be. David could have interpreted his situation as a challenge, as a problem, but no, he didn't do that. He rather embraced that situation as a moment where God was building him. And the Bible recalls that one day he was sent forth to the palace to minister to a king, because while he was in the wilderness, he still knew his God, he still trusted in his God, and he still did what he was supposed to do. Child of God, listening to me, I want you to know that being separated into the place of obscurity must not deny you of your fellowship with God, must not deny you of the things you do that keeps you in the secret place of God. While David was still isolated in the wilderness, a report about him was sent to the palace that we know a man in whom is the Spirit of God, who has the ability to play an instrument and who is more skillful in doing that. A report of him was sent to a king, and the Bible says that he was brought from the wilderness into the palace to minister to the king. Now imagine all this while David was in the wilderness, he was not preparing himself. He didn't take what he was doing serious, and he didn't put his faith and his trust in God. That moment of announcement would never have come for him. I want to tell you, no matter where you are today, no matter what you are going through today, God is saying that, son, daughter, I am using this to prepare you, and at the right time I will release you to the place where you will serve your value, you will serve your gift, you will serve your skill to the people who miss what you carry. And at that time you will realize that that problem which occurred to you, that crisis you went through, was for a purpose, and the purpose was to build you up and to unveil the plan of God for your life and to lead you to the next phase of your destiny. Therefore, do not run away from problems, do not run away from crisis, do not run away from challenges. Rather, embrace them and see them as seeds of opportunity. Whenever you begin to see problems as opportunities, you will not be far from greatness. Every man has a problem, and if you are able to solve the problem of men, you will get their rewards. Begin to see your problems as opportunities to be great. Instead of weeping, instead of complaining, begin to see the opportunities and the possibilities to turn your problems and your weaknesses and your challenges into seeds of greatness. Child of God, I want to admonish you that don't see your problem as a problem. Rather, see your problem as an opportunity. And when you are able to maximize that opportunity, God will turn those problems into opportunities to release you into your greatness. Joseph was kept in prison, but while in the prison, he kept serving his gift and his ability and his potential to the people in his environment. And so the Bible says that when the butler was released from the prison, he sent a report that while I was in the prison, I met a man who had the ability to interpret hard sayings and dream, and therefore he was also called from the prison and released into the palace. That is what God does to lift men. Embrace your problems and discern what God is doing through that problems in order to lift you to the next phase of your life. Don't complain and become a victim of the very thing that is supposed to be a seed of greatness. See your problems as opportunities, and you shall not be far from the greatness you desire. God bless you.